Big new schedule this year. Everyone's basically new conference. What goes through your mind when you hear it's like a big, brand new challenge for you?
Yeah, I mean, the teams we played last year were really good, but coming into the new conference, there's some good teams we're playing this year, so just take it one game at a time and hope we do good, get some W's.
Andrew, those other schools, probably played a lot of indie teams, and you guys, in the other season are playing guys who probably didn't see a lot of good competition. Do you guys feel like you guys have an advantage just because of where this program's been in the past, and maybe, Northeast Indiana, Northeast 8 champion, first year 2015?
Well, yeah, we played some good teams in the past, but like I said, we have a lot of new guys coming in, so it's just going to be a challenge either way on who we play, because we have some good teams that we're going against.
Yeah, Andrew, I saw, basically every job is open. How do you guys sort this all out? I mean, what can we expect when we see the Vikings on week 1?
You can expect to see a team that's worked hard over the summer and just got in the weight room. We're figuring things out in practice. A lot of new positions, a lot of new openings, but I feel like we'll do pretty good this year.
Well, let me ask you this: what do you think the first assignment is? The first thing to get figured out? Is it a quarterback? Is it the offensive line? What's the thing to figure out in the first 3 weeks?
We have our quarterback set, and we have a pretty decent offensive line. I say the thing we really have to worry about most is just putting it all together and just with the new positions opening and just things like that.
The new schools you're facing this year, what's the one school you really are looking forward to and why?
We heard East Noble and New Haven are pretty good teams, but yeah, for the most part, I don't really know that much about the new conference, so just take it one game at a time, I guess, play new teams.
We're talking to the Northeast 8 teams. It's a new name, a couple new faces, kind of with a lot of people who are familiar with each other. Moving into the new conference, what kind of goes through your head?
I'm excited to have some new competition this year, play against some people we haven't played against before.
When you guys were in the, I'm blanking on it, the NHC, not NHC, what was the other conference? I'm blanking on it. I always had to look it up. We'll skip that part. You guys were in that conference, winning a conference a lot of times seemed kind of out of the question with Anderson, Kokomo, those bigger schools. What do you guys think your chances are this year? I mean, how would that feel? Hey, we were the first ever NE8 champion.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
Just, without seeing, in your previous conference, not getting to see, a lot of conference championships.
Okay.
Seeing them, what would go through your mind if you could get one right now and, hey, not only win a conference championship, but brand new conference name? I mean, how would that feel?
I think it'd be great. Coming to a new conference, get our name out there and win the championship, and I'll come back next year and hopefully do the same thing.
When you look at the schedule, who's the one school you really want to play and why do you want to face them?
Homestead is always a big one just because they're such big competitors and I like playing against them because they're tough and you always want to beat the big guys.
Now I know there's a lot of new faces this year, so what are the things you feel like this team's got to work on before you guys kick off?
Well, we have a lot of juniors because we don't have very many seniors playing this year. So we have to have some juniors step it up, and I'm excited to play with all my teammates for the next 2 years.
You guys are the new guys this year. I mean, I know it's a new name, so technically everyone's new, but a lot of these guys, they see each other every year. So when you heard this news, kind of what went through your mind getting, all these schools and maybe at the very least shorter trips?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we were definitely excited about being in the new conference. I think competition is very good throughout. I mean, you got very strong teams, East Noble, Leo, there's others, DeKalb. So, I mean, we're very excited. Obviously, yeah, the trips are going to be much shorter, but the competition, I think, is what excites us.
You guys were, on the edge of that conference, basically, and all those other schools probably played some indie schools all the time, early schools that have played indie schools. I mean, it almost left you almost at a disadvantage a little bit. Do you think this helps you? I mean, do you guys feel you have a really good shot of, being the first NE8 champion?
I feel we do. I mean, we're going to be young this year, but I feel if we come out and compete week in and week out, we're going to have definitely a shot.
I know there's a lot of offensive jobs kind of up for grabs. I mean, how do you sort out all this stuff in the next 3 weeks?
Well, that's going to be up to our coaches and me kind of figuring it out. I mean, competition is consistent throughout. Every position, I tell the kids, every week is open. So we're going to have competition. We're going to try to create as much competition as we can in practice, and the chips will fall where they may.
Can you get that done in 3 weeks before first game?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And then we'll just continue that throughout the season as well.
When you see the new schedule, what's the one new team you're really looking forward to seeing and why?
East Noble. They're just, Coach Amstutz he runs a solid program, so very excited to see them. I know a couple of the guys on their staff as well. So it'll just be good to go out and kind of measure where we're at compared to them.